My team's play an exciting brand of football. You know, we play in the opposition half, we build quickly.
My thoughts on Stephen Robinson being appointed manager of Aberdeen. Initially I was furious when the news broke. Furious because it was lazy, sloppy and went against everything we've heard from the club on the direction that we want to take.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
However, after watching his RedTV interview yesterday, I might have changed my mind. I'm the guy that's always shouting that McInnes should never have been sacked, or that he should have been brought back in 2023 when Goodwin was bullied. What I see in Robinson is very similar to what we had in Dell. He will make us hard to beat, and we will be direct. Now, the latest fashion might be for tippy-tappy football and high possession stats, but let's be honest, I'm sick of seeing that. It's also why the English Prem is now unwatchable. Stop this pish of Milne and McIntyre passing the ball to each other 20 times just to recycle the play. Get it forward and get it in the box. Dominate possession and dominate territory. It doesn't need to be one or the other.
My team's play an exciting brand of football. You know, we play in the opposition half, we build quickly. We don't have 20 passes in our own box. What we do is we try and get our better players on the ball quickly. That's not long ball, we move the ball 2 touch, we play with an energy and a pace. And that's what I intend to bring to Aberdeen. We want to play in the opposition's half. We want to play forward when we can play forward. And we want to put lots of balls into areas that will hurt people. And we will do that. You know, and from set plays, they're so vital now. You try and put deliveries into the box. You make sure you try and test people. And with the talent we have at our disposal right now, and the ones that we will bring in the summer, then, you know, we will play an exciting brand of football. And an exciting brand of football to me is winning football matches.
A couple of points from his interview I wanted to pick out from yesterday. One voice. Robinson said this 3 times. This tells me that he is in sole charge of the team and that there is a clear message. This also tells me that this has not been the case right now. Peter Lever and Tony Dock are essentially 2 number 2s. Looks like conflicted messages and instructions have been an issue this year.
You need one direction, you need one voice, you need a common theme of winning football matches and everyone buying into it together, and that's the players, the staff, the fans. And we will do that, and we'll make sure that it's a positive end to the season to finish as high up the league as we possibly can.
Number 2, coaches in at the gym at 7 a.m. This is a powerful message. The coaches set the example for the players. If the coach is a depressed mess, then that contaminates the players. I mean, all jokes aside, this is why leaving will have no part in Robinson's backroom.
Staff go to the gym every morning at 7 o'clock. I make them all go because I believe you should be as fit as you possibly can. I believe that you should set the example.
Furious, Mal, I'm going to lie.
The training ground will be set out. It will be an environment people want to come into and work in. And if the first people you see are miserable, or the first people you see are lacking enthusiasm, that doesn't work. So every member of staff that I have will show that enthusiasm, and that's why everybody at Aberdeen is now, everybody has to step up, everybody has to raise the percentage, and we're looking at everybody between now and the end of the season to raise their game, to be that positive influence, be the best version that they can be when whatever role they're given.
Number 3, not reinventing football. This is such a basic point. Even heard Carlo Ancelotti say this in a recent interview with Alan McCoist. Modern coaches think that they invented football. They haven't. Too many trying to copy what Pep done. And what Pep done was ruin football with tippy-tappy, false 9, pish.
Nobody's reinventing football. Nobody's, you hear all the new terminology now, and, zone 2 and half spaces. Everybody's been doing this. Brian Clough was doing this long, long ago, so football's a simple game complicated by coaches, and we do that because we try and reinvent things that don't need reinvented. But
don't invent football. They already invented football. Yeah. And I think that the new generation of the managers, I think the idea, and they try to show something special, no? They try to show football, of course, it's changed, and now build up from the back. Yeah. Of course, it's a fantastic idea to build up from the back, but depends the quality that you have. Yeah.
Then I ask myself what I want to see in my football team. I want to see intensity, I want to see fight, and most importantly, I want to see my team win. Winning is the only style that matters, and if Robinson brings that, then he will be a success at Aberdeen. What is success for Aberdeen? For me, it's winning more than half our league games in a season. McInnes regularly had us winning 21, 22, 24 league games in a full season. I also want to see us unbeaten at home, or at least losing no more than 1 or 2. But Tawdry should become a fortress. And I want to see us challenge the Old Firm in our matches, home and away. And, I don't ask for much, and I want to see us making semi-finals every year. Competing in Europe every year, and winning a domestic cup at least one every 4 or 5 years, not having to wait 20 years or 35 years. If we go and spend £3 to £5 million this summer, then we can elevate ourselves above the other 10 Jackals in the league, taking us clearly above them. You don't have to be better than Rangers and Celtic to win the league. You just need to be better than the other 10 teams. And Hearts are proving that right now. I'm also a fan of the 4-3-3 over a 4-2-3-1. In our league, I think we need 3 in central midfield. Even if you take a top team with 2 in midfield, then a 3-man midfield from a Dundee or a Livingston can dominate your 2 and then dominate the game. I want to see Palaversa in there as a 6, with 2 Pistons either side of him. Ideal for Cameron and would have been ideal for Polvara or Clarkson. I see us winning enough games to stay safe this season, but I won't get carried away either way in the next 9 matches. The real work is preparing for the summer. Let's start targeting the best players in the SPFL and go bring them here this summer. Similar to what we did with Johnny Hayes, Graham Shinney, Kenny McLean and Lewis Ferguson. I also think we should try speaking to Big Scott McKenna about returning to Aberdeen, possibly as captain this summer. Then I think we need to add a few quality players from the continent in the creative positions. That's all I ask. Now, over to you, Mr. Robinson.
That's football, guys. That's all it is. Now, what are you gonna do?